for not wearing your seatbelt. This is all over not wearing your seatbelt. And here you are in felony court and you're still not taking responsibility.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Because I spoke with Miss Johnny and she said this is the same one from the last PSI.
The old one is in here.
Here's both of them.
I guess I don't understand why we got two. I'm very confused.
Well, this was one
Remind me.
where she had pled and you refused to go on with it because she didn't accept responsibility for the crime. And then we came back and she did accept responsibility, so we re-pled for the same.
Okay.
There was a different attorney involved on the first time than I was this morning.
Yeah, she pled in May of last year. Was court deferred with Tom for that.
So nothing else was done as far as them talking to Miss Johnny about acceptance of responsibility.
The only thing Miss Johnny said, they called and asked her for her updated address, and that was it.
Okay. So, Miss Johnny, I'm going to ask you again, and I know we probably went through this before. First of all, you're Kirsten Johnny?
Yes.
And Miss Johnny, I want to make sure, because in that previously you said you didn't do it, you were forced to do it because of your financial, you were forced to plea because of your financial situation, that it wasn't fair. And so tell me what your position is now.
I never really said I didn't do it. I said it was an accident.
Okay.
I still feel the same way that you did.
All right.
I do feel the same way.
Now I understand, but you're not disagreeing that you didn't.
I said it was an accident. Somebody grabbed me by your foot. That's like somebody accident hit you in the back of your head. You're gonna have something that's normal.
Well, right, because you were not complying with what they told you to do to get out of the car, correct?
I was pulled over because I was in a high. I stay in the area. I was pulled over because.
Hang on. Don't talk yourself out of this again. Because if you want to talk yourself out of it, we'll put it on the trial docket and we'll get it done in a few weeks and let a jury decide. Look at me. I'm actually trying to help you right now. Okay? If you had complied and just done what he asked you to from the very beginning of that stop, none of this would have happened. Do you agree or disagree with that?
Yes.
Guess what?
Yeah.
No, do you agree? Listen to the question. Do you agree with that statement or do you disagree with that statement?
I don't know why.
You don't like it, do you? You don't think he should have done that?
It's not that. I feel like we was pulled over for no reason. If you follow.
It doesn't matter if you were pulled over for no. Listen to me. This is why we're hearing stuff all over in the news. It doesn't matter what you think. If a cop pulls you over, then you take the ticket for not wearing your seatbelt. This is all over not wearing your seatbelt. And here you are in felony court and you're still not taking responsibility for the fact that he said, hey, ma'am, do this. And you said, I don't think you should have pulled me over, so I'm going to do whatever I want to do. And I'm going to lodge my foot against the door, and I'm not going to get out. I'm going to make you drag me out of my car, and then I'm going to kick you because you shouldn't have pulled me over in the first place. When all you had to do was get your ticket, go to JP court, and try to fight it there legally. But here you are in felony court for a second-degree felony instead. So do you want to try to tell that story to a jury, or do you want to accept some responsibility today?
I don't feel like going to trial.
You don't feel like going to trial. Well, there's two parts to that question. Do you feel like accepting responsibility?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you think it would be a better idea next time you're pulled over to comply and just do what they ask you to?
Yeah.
And Your Honor, just for the record, Miss Johnny did review the video with me in my office, so she is aware of what all transpired. She saw it.
Do you have any reason to believe she shouldn't be pleading to this from what you saw?
I do not.
So, you even saw how you acted. It's probably a good idea. All right. I'm going to find that you previously entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. I'm going to find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney. I hope you prove me wrong on this because I really have some concerns that you're going to be able to be successful because you're not taking responsibility and you're not wanting to follow directions and things like that. And you're about to have 4 years of having to follow directions on probation. So I'm going to defer all proceedings for 4 years. You're ordered to pay a $500 fine. You're ordered to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, this is a great opportunity today because you are not a convicted felon. You don't have that conviction on your record. And if you successfully complete it, follow all of the rules, you will never have a felony conviction. At the end of your probation, the case will actually be dismissed. The other side to that, though, and this is really important for you to understand, because we've had this conversation now so many times, I'm not likely to forget you. And you can ask anybody, and Ms. Holmes has known me for a long time. It's not usually good when I remember people, right? So if you violate your probation, you'll get brought back into court. You could be found guilty, which means you become a convicted felon, and I can sentence you to prison anywhere in the range of punishment, which is up to 20 years in prison for this. Do you understand?
Okay.
All right, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, so you've waived your right to appeal. You need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation will go over your paperwork as soon as they're ready.
Okay, and you said that I'm not considered a conviction felon, but I was told that even though you said that, it's still going to be on my record.
So the arrest is on your record. The arrest will always be on your record. But so if you're asked a question on filling out an application for a job or something, if it says, have you been convicted of a felony? The answer is no. But if it says, have you ever been charged with a felony or are you on probation for a felony? You are going to have to say yes to that. But the conviction part is still better than nothing, not having that conviction, right?
Yes.
Okay, have a seat in the courtroom.
Good morning, welcome to Conneaut Municipal Court. My name is Nick Irochi. I'm the judge, and this is your initial appearance on traffic-related charges that have been filed against you. As you can tell, a number of students here from our Conneaut Middle School are here to observe proceedings. They're here every Tuesday morning for most of the year. They're here as part of the 36 Sullivan, case number 22 TRD 702.
By the way, this clown spells her genius with a J.
Court will note that Ms. Sullivan is here. This alleged incident took place on November 1st of 2022. And Ms. Sullivan was given a arraignment date. She failed to appear. They issued a warrant for her arrest as a result of her failure to appear on November 23rd, 2022. A warrant has been issued and has remained outstanding since that date, and a warrant block has also been issued. Ms. Sullivan contacted the clerk's office and is turning herself in on the warrant. Okay, Ms. Sullivan, did you understand all of the rights and plea options I just explained to everyone?
Yes.
Do you have any questions regarding any of those?
No.
Do you recall receiving a copy of the
Yes.
citation that was issued on November 1st, 2022?
Yeah.
Okay. You're charged with 2 counts. The first charge is driving under suspension. That is a first-degree misdemeanor. If convicted of this offense, you face a maximum 180 days in jail, a maximum fine of $1,000, and I could impose a license suspension of up to 1 year. And this is a 2-point violation. So do you understand the consequences you face if convicted of that charge?
Yes.
The second charge is use of headlight beams. That is a minor misdemeanor. That is punishable by a maximum $150 fine and court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The officer, I don't know why he checked not applicable on the ticket, but it is very applicable. If you need to provide the court proof of insurance that on the vehicle you were driving on November 1st, 2022, If you're not able to provide this court proof of insurance on the vehicle you were driving that day and are convicted of this offense, you do face a mandatory non-compliance suspension with the Bureau of Motor Vehicles. Do you understand that potential consequence?
What did you mean by non-political, whatever the fuck did you say?
Take her into custody. Did you just use the F word in front of these kids and in front of me? Did you just do that? Take her into custody, go down in jail, and then think about what you just said to me in this courtroom in front of these kids, and then maybe, just maybe, I might take your case up later today. Okay? Go. Get out.
Back on probation. All right, awesome. Make sure that you stay on top of that, okay?
You know, in every other faculty, every other part of this guy's personality, it could be that he's a good guy, even a great one, and all of it means nothing, because they are someone that enjoys being violent towards their partner. And that makes all the good stuff they do have no substance of man behind it. They are just things that he was hiding behind. Instead of substance, a hollow facade. Abusers. They either are or aren't. They should try a lot fucking harder at being aren't.